Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I'm your host, Sega Girl NB, and in the last episode, we went ahead and did a lot of progress over on Battle Rock Galaxy. We managed to get all the main stars, but now it's time to finish up with some of the side stuff. And I'm also going to try and do the Hungry Luma that's waiting outside of the fountain. Because, the fountain. I don't know why I said it that way. The fountain. Peppa, the flowers. The flowers. Anyway. Whoa, Mario was going in circles there for a second. I had no control over that, just in case you were wondering. Like, Mario was kind of doing things on his own for a little bit there. Wait for that bomb to blow up. God, we are getting so close to the Super Mario Brothers movie now. I don't know if it's just me or if it's the fact that I just like trash. I mean, I know that, like, technically the live-action Super Mario Brothers movie is not good, but I still, like, have, like, some kind of, like, nostalgic memory for it. I don't know why. I remember, like, a long time ago when I was a kid, my mom just, like, randomly tuned into it on TV, and, you know, she was like, oh, hey, there's a Mario Brothers movie that's on right now. And it was at the very end of the movie when Bowser gets hit with the Devo Ray, and he becomes like the Tyrannosaurus Rex looking monster. And I just remember like thinking, it was like, what the fuck is this? Even as a kid, I knew something was off. And I think that like any little kid would be able to tell the difference between what the character looks like in the video game and what they look like in live action. It's like, that looks nothing like Bowser. You know, it was like that kind of a thing. But it was the thought that counted. I mean, my mom thinks it's a shitty movie too, but I mean, you know, I was a kid, so obviously she was just like, oh, well, you know, it's something that you're interested in, so maybe you might like it. Who knows? So, this is a gizmo. So, I completely forgot to mention in this particular mission, what you want to do is you want to try and throw the bombs where the little pegs are, because those are going to be the areas that are going to get you the results that you want in terms of blowing up the stacks of trash. So then I'm going to go ahead and throw that right over there. And then we just wait for all of these. Don't worry, you've got plenty of time to do this so long as you throw it like near the spot that it's supposed to be. Don't make a liar out of me. Yeah, there we go. First try. Who knew that bombs work so well as an industrial strength cleaner? Thanks, I owe you big. Oh, I know. Take this. I just found it lying around. Maybe it will help. Again, just all of these people, you know, withholding the things that we need to save the universe. It was like that in Mario 64. It was like that in especially in Super Mario Sunshine. Freaking obstruction of justice with the fucking Piantas and the shines that are needed to restore, you know, sunshine to Delfino Island, to Isle Delfino. I was gonna say to Delfino Island. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Alright, now let me double check really quick because I can't see if the... Oh yeah, the comet is already there. So we can go ahead and finish up Battle Rock pretty easily. We're not going to be coming back to Battle Rock, like, for a while to finish up with the final star there. Now, Daredevil comets. These can be a little tricky because these require you to beat the boss with only one life. One hit, and you're basically dead. So, these tend to be the hardest shines in the game. And, depending on the boss and depending on how well you actually do with the boss as a whole, will determine kind of the difficulty of the actual star, in my opinion. But, considering the fact that I've played this game way more than necessary... I usually tend to find these to be pretty easy, because I don't think the bosses themselves are really that hard. So just go ahead and hit that one. I say that, and literally... they don't tend to be that hard. Immediately dies after one hit. I literally only got one hit, and that guy, like, retaliated like it was nothing. Oh my god, he was pissed. Oh my goodness. The game definitely made a liar out of me there. I will admit, I totally deserve that for being cocky. God damn it! See, I think what it is that I'm jumping, like, way too early. So I'm getting hit by the buzzsaw on the end of the top. I was gonna be mad if I did the long jump and I died by landing on the electricity. That would have been funny, though. I would have laughed if that was the case. I don't know why. The buzzsaws reminded me a lot of, like, freaking the end of Roger Rabbit when Judge Doom has the giant buzzsaw for his arm. Okay, oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to keep my distance. No, not like that. Not like that. No. Come on. One more hit. Yeah, there we go. Now, whatever you do, do not land... Okay, thank you. Okay, well, third time's the charm, I guess. Wow. Man, the game definitely showed me a thing or two. It definitely showed me what for. Oh my god, that was so fun. Well, that's 25 stars, so we're doing pretty good, all things considered. Once we get to 30, we'll be a fourth of the way done. There I go, long jumping into a wall. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the Hungry Luma out here. Hey you, yeah you, got any tasty star bits? So, needs 400 this time. Yeah, they're gradually, as you get through the game, the cost to get the Hungry Lumas fed is going to be higher and higher. I think at one point, like, one of them is literally just, like, 1,200. So, it's definitely, the price is definitely going to get, like, higher. But if you keep collecting star bits the way that I am, then I think you'll get there in, like, no time at all. Especially if you keep replaying this mission, because straight up, there are a bunch of star bits in this mission. I usually tend to have a lot of trouble with this one, I'm not gonna lie. I die in this one quite a bit. I don't know what it is, but the good thing is, there are a lot of star bits. So you can grind off of this one, like, off of this stage, no problem. So it's all about the timing in this particular one. So you want to be careful with how you're aiming. I'm trying to get the timing, and now. Yeah, usually sometimes I tend to, like, overshoot it. That's, like, really kind of the problem. I have to worry about the angle of which I am aiming this stretchy thingy. And go. There we go. The other thing, too, is that if you stretch it out too far, you could potentially get hit by these cannonballs, so you don't want to stretch it too far. Yeah, I think this is good enough of an angle. Wait for it, and now, nice. So I want to aim it, like, right about here. And now, oh, wow. See, even that was, like, a little bit close for comfort. So I want to go ahead and... Now! Got it. Sweet. Now we can just kind of... We can kind of casually just, like, collect all the star bits here. They're going to be rotating around in, like, in circles of 5, I want to say. But you are going to get... You will have at least about 100 by the time that you're done with this mission if you're collecting all of them. So I want to go ahead and collect these. Thank you. See, look at that. We're already up to 100 right now. 101. 101! Did anybody... If anybody had Toon Disney back in the day, I'm literally trying to shoot these things. God. There we go. Make ourselves a clear opening. There we go. Now, if you just kind of, like, drag and then just sort of let yourself float over, that's how you can grab things that are sort of, like, off in the distance, but... Hang on, I want to drag myself over here, and then I'm going to drag over there. I'm not going to bother going for... Or actually, no, I think... Oh, yeah, look at that. Wow, I wasn't even attempting to do that, but... That was neat. anyways. Yeah, there's still some... Now, again, be careful. Okay. Hang on. I want to get past these fire bars. As I was saying earlier, if anybody had Toon Disney back in the day, basically what that was is that it was like a separate cable channel that Disney had specifically for all of their like old school cartoons. So that included like all of the Disney Afternoon stuff and things like that. And I remember like way back in the day they had like an animated 101 Dalmatians cartoon. Then they came out with a new one recently, I think called 101 Dalmatians Street. But I remember the old school one that used to be on Toon Disney, like back in the 90s. Late 90s, like early 2000s, that's when I used to watch those, like... there we go. Yeah, those fire bars can be a bit of a nuisance. So, and again, like, you're gonna notice, so you wanna... Now. Oh, look at that! First try! Nice. I guess when you actually concentrate and put all of your effort into actually trying to do those things, then, I mean, you'll be able to do it no problem. Whew! Okay, that was a bit of a doozy. And that completes that galaxy. We only got a coin for that, but oh well. So yeah, like, Toon Disney, I used to watch that, like, over at my dad's place, because my dad had Toon Disney, whenever he was, like, constantly moving, like, over and over again, but that was, like, one of the most frustrating things about, my folks splitting up, like, at such an early age, is that when my dad remarried, he was constantly moving, and we could never get used to where it is that, he was stationed. Where he was stationed. You know, he wasn't a veteran or anything like that, no. Wherever it was that he was living, because he was constantly moving with him and his family. So it was like, we were always... I could never get used to one particular place for too long, because then, you know, it would just be like... It'd be like, really, what's the word? It'd just be like really inconvenient, you know? Alrighty, so, we're finally ready to go ahead and finish off the fountain, so let's go ahead and take on this mission. This is Bowser's Star Reactor. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love the Bowser fights in this game. I didn't really enjoy them that much in Super Mario Galaxy 2. If you guys want to see me Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2, please let me know. You know, like, I don't know if I'm actually going to do it or not, because... I'm not a fan of the green stars, because I feel like they just, like, overextend the game, like, way too much. I feel like it was a bit much, honestly. Whereas, it's like, I love the length of this game, you know, just 121, you know, for everything in the game, so... But 242, like, that's a lot, honestly. But then again, I mean, it could be worse. It could be Mario Odyssey with 999, or however many that there actually are. You know, technically, if you max out the Odyssey with the amount of moons that you can get. But I think, like, theoretically, there's only like 500 if I remember right. But then again, it's been a while since I've played Mario Odyssey. And I think that if I were to do Mario Odyssey, I don't think I would, like, fully complete it or anything like that. I would get, like, most of the essential collectibles and things like that, but I don't think I would ever want to spend that long with a Mario game. At least in terms of, like, Let's Playing it and whatnot. Because, ain't nobody got time for that. Ah! Especially not me, because, I don't make this my full-time job. You know, if this was my full-time job, then yeah, maybe I'd be able to do it, because that would really be the only thing that I had time to do, but I don't. I've got bills to pay, and I've got mouths. I've got bills to pay, I've got mouths to feed, ain't nothing in this world for free. So I can't slow down, I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. And you know, ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Bwahaha, you finally made it. Freaking Mario's, like, serious face. Just in time for me to stomp you into space bits. Oh! I love that. I love that he just, like, changes gravity just by growling. Alright, so Bowser's pretty self-explanatory here. You want to go ahead and have him hit these, like, little blue spheres on the planet. When he starts running around like that... Oh, there we go. When he starts running around like that, his tail's going to be on fire. When you get close enough to him and his tail is within vicinity of your spin, that's as good as time as any to go ahead and spin into him, get him on his back, and then spin him again. Yeah, now he's gonna do the stomp over this way, but you have to be careful because he's gonna leave shockwaves. So, except when you get him on fire. My hair is on fire. My hair is on fire. God, that's like one of my favorite bits from Texas Laboratory, mostly just because of the fact that I love to pause it and just like go frame by frame because the look on Dexter's face when his hair is on fire is just so freaking funny to me. Like one of my absolute like favorite things to do, I don't know why, is to like pause like animated like shows and movies at like the wrong time, because then they make like really freaking funny ass faces with like the in-between frames. Because, I mean, like, obviously it's, like, squash and stretch, so it's, like, you have to have those frames in between in order to make, like, a more fluid movement for the character. But it's, like, sometimes the in-between frames are just so silly. And, like, when you manage to, like, pause the right moment, my god, it's, like, comedy gold. But nothing will freaking get me as much as, the screen caps where, like, people take Disney characters' faces and they, like, mix and they, like, swap them for, like, another one. Like, another character in the same shot or, like, in the same movie. So, I like, immediately off the top of my head, I can immediately think of the one that has, like, Miko and Pocahontas and, like, theirs is, like, switched in that one. But I think there was one that I saw one time. There was one I saw one time that was from The Princess and the Frog, and it was Eudora. It was Tiana's mom, but it was with Dr. Facilier's face, and I swear to God, it just made me think of, like, Oscar Proud from the Proud Family, because he was animated by Bruce W. Smith in the movie, and Bruce W. Smith is the creator of the Proud Family. He's also a creator of, like, a bunch of other different things that he did in the 90s and stuff like that, too. He was an animator on Space Jam, if you can actually believe that. But yeah, that dude's been around, but he was the lead animator for Dr. Facilier in The Princess and the Frog. So anytime I see that face, I just fucking think of Oscar Proud from the Proud Family, and it just gets me, like, every single time. You rescued another Grand Star, and power has returned to another dome in the back of the observatory. But I still don't think we have the star power we need to fly the observatory through the universe. The villain who kidnapped your special one took her far from here to the center of the universe. Once our star power is restored, the observatory will be able to go there. Then you can reunite with your special one. Alright, that sounds about good. God, there was like something stuck in my nostril that was like making me sound like nasally for some reason. And it was bothering the ever-living crap out of me. I don't know why. Alright, so we finally have another... Well, we're basically done with the left side. So now we can head on over to the right side of the observatory. And this is where I feel like some of the galaxies like really start to shine. Like the other ones were basically just like... They were fine for what they are. But like these ones are like where I feel the game really gets good, because a lot of the creativity of Mario Galaxy really comes from this dome as well as the next dome after this one. But if you notice, we have discovered an enemy base in the region. We can only hope they are not misusing the power of that poor Grand Star. Yeah, so quite literally, we have enough to already do the boss of this dome. 23 to be exact. And this one is Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. But, of course, we are not going to do that, so we're going to open these up really quickly. Boom. All right. So, I think before I end off this video, I'm just going to go ahead and do this galaxy really quick because I think I still have, like, plenty of time to be able to do this, but... you know, I didn't want to go over, like, too long, but I didn't want to make these videos, like, too short. So, this is the Bubble Breeze Galaxy. Through the Poison Swamp. Bubble Gloop Swamp. Man, I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie in a while. If I'm actually going to do a Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie, I definitely think I'm going to do the Xbox version, just because I like the feature of being able to keep whatever notes that you collected in the world, instead of having to constantly, like, recollect them over and over again. You know? But, again, that's neither here nor there. So, the sign apparently that is sentient, that can talk to you, says, "Hey, before you ride any bubbles, let yours truly, Phil Board." His name is Phil. His name is Phil. Phil Board. Bend your ear for a sec. You can move around in your bubble by holding down the A button, but do it while your cursor's blowing on the bubble. By the way, when you're playing in handheld mode, don't forget you can blow air by tapping. If you go too far to one side, use the cursor to blow to the other side. Wanna dance, pretty boy? Okay. Anyway, if we go on into the bubble, this is what Phil... I can't believe his name is Phil. Oh, that's funny. It's like... what's his friend's name? Ted Paper? I don't know. Okay, so... if you notice here... oh, you want to be careful with this with the propellers, because obviously those are going to pop the bubbles. Pop the bubbles! Pop the bubble! Pop the bubble! Anyway. We want to go after the star chips. I was almost going to say the star shards, but that's not actually what they're called. They're called the star chips. But I guess if you're British, they would be called the star crisps. Crisps. I love that that's what they call chips. They call them crisps. Because, I mean, they are crispy. I mean, so, I mean, like, they're not wrong, but at the same time, though, it's like... it's like a... I love, like, when they use an adjective to describe something, and, like, not, like, a noun, but, like, oh, it's crispy, so they're crisps. I just think that's... I think it's amusing, okay? Like, no knock against, like, you know, the English language or anything like that. I mean, the English language is fucking stupid. Like, I've openly stated this, like, numerous times. I hate the English language. Like, it is way too confusing. Anybody who's taking English as a second language, I'm so sorry. Because, English is a very difficult language to learn. So, I wouldn't say that, like, I don't envy you or anything like that. It's just, like, I feel bad. You know, I'm never gonna knock anybody who can't speak English that well. However, as a heads up, I am physically deaf in one ear. So, if you're mumbling and, you know, you can't speak English that well, I apologize if, you know, like, you get frustrated because I have to ask you to repeat yourself, like, numerous times over. So, I'm not trying to do it to be rude, I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything like that. It's just, I physically cannot hear what it is that you're saying. And then, there's some people at work that, because I wear an earpiece, they, like, scream into the walkie. And it's like, freaking, I have only one ear that I can, like, actually hear good out of. So, please don't freaking talk into the walkie as though you're trying to, like, fucking deep throat it. Like, please, for the love of God, just stop. Can't stand when people do that. It's like that Dane Cook bit when he's talking about, like, the people who order at Burger King, and everybody was just like, Whopper! Whopper, no onion! Alright, so if you want to go ahead and get out of the bubble like this, you can just go ahead and ground pound it. But we need to get back in very quickly, because then that door is going to close on us. Yeah, again, you're going to be collecting a lot of coins in this, but, like, again, the coins don't really have much of a purpose. So, it's like, I don't know why you're collecting so many. Because you get a 1-up for collecting 100 of them, so, I mean, there is that, I guess, but... yeah, I don't have any... I can't shoot any star bits with this, either. I do like the visual detail that, like, the star cursor spins when you're blowing onto the bubble. So, I mean, there is that at least. Whoop. Head on down over here. Okay. I was worried for a second because I thought we were gonna... Alright, well, I can let the spike ball just kind of pop the bubble anyway. You know, that gives us something to do. Alrighty, but I am running a little bit over time with this video. So, next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're finally going to explore some of the main galaxies proper in this dome. And we're going to continue to make progress that way, ending off on 28 stars. Yeah, that's not too bad. 95 coins, and none of that is going to go towards anything. Ooh, Rosalina's library has opened. Now you can read the storybook. Quite possibly, I think, like, one of the best features about this game. So, we're not going to be going over to the library anytime soon, but, like I said again, next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're going to head on over to the Beach Bowl Galaxy, and maybe explore the Ghostly Galaxy a little bit. We're going to try and unlock this galaxy too. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.